Hey everybody, welcome to Alpha NFT. I am Mike Workman, and I'm going live today to tell you guys about NFTs and the current situation um, with the market, with the technology, and why I think NFTs across the board, no matter what, are a horrible investment and will be for quite some time. Okay, so my theory or idea or statement here is based on this blockchain. Blockchain technology is very secure, it is very high tech, and therefore, very few people understand it or can implement it correctly. Um, I'm a tech guy. I've been in the military for 22 years doing technical stuff, um, pretty sophisticated at times. However, uh, I looked into blockchain in depth. There are places on the internet you can go and find out the details of how it works. Very uh, boring and lengthy um, material and write ups on the technology. And I'll tell you this, uh, most people can't even grasp it, okay? And those that can actually like figure it out and do something with it, not only are they brilliant, but they're dedicated. They have to be from a technical field of programming and engineering, possibly, uh, because it is extremely complicated to understand and find any weakness in blockchain technology. Now, you might say, hey, how come it's all been hacked? We hear about all these hackers. Well, guys, they're not hacking into the decentralized blockchain. They're hacking into the internet, um, Web 2.0, that we all use today, with all this crazy social media links and big time uh, Google accounts and uh, how centralized uh, everything is in certain spots, throughout the internet. It is super centralized and therefore easy to acquire sensitive information. Uh, Everything gets hacked, constantly hearing stuff hacked. The government stuff is getting hacked. My stuff has been hacked. Uh, Financial data is hacked every day. Whether you know it or not, your data is hacked every single day in something you have um, signed up for. And if you communicate through the internet, then there's a file on you, and that file contains your name, address, your phone number, potentially your social security number, and other facts about you, such as your birthday, your likes, your dislikes. Uh, I think I already said age, race. All these things can play a factor to targeting you for uh, different types of information gathering, which can lead to a breach in your security. So, anytime somebody wants information from you, you really got to think, do you want to let them in? And I have levels of security, and I still came up with problems. Not on my end, nothing gets through my security. But after I give out the information, those other companies get hacked. Uh, it's unacceptable to me, but it happens, right? And as a single person with not much political pull or uh, economical influence, I choose to reevaluate my own security and what I know to keep my uh, things that matter to me super safe. Um, they're talking about this new Web3 thing, right? Web3, Web3. Okay, guys. Uh, how all this connects to NFTs is your NFTs cannot be safe. Your NFTs can be manipulated and made worthless. Most NFTs are for art. However, uh, the only way uh, NFTs can be utilized at this time for anything productive is uh, laundering funds. Okay, money laundering. Uh, I say this NFT is worth $6 million. You send me $6 million. I cash in the $6 million, and you put the NFT into a hard wallet, whatever. It's pretty much worthless. However, um, bad actors can take advantage of that situation. That's all I'm going to say on that. Uh, with Web3, the first part I'll start with is KYC, know your customer. Okay. Not only do they want proof of who you are through a government ID of some type or a passport, which again is a government ID of some type. Not only do they want that, they want to know your address, your social security number, and super uh, personal information. They even want links to bank accounts, okay? They want wallet addresses, whatever. That's not very harmful, but it is annoying when you give a big company your wallet address, and the next thing you know, your wallet's full of scam tokens, worthless tokens. And why those people do that, I don't know. I've done some experiments with my wallets and avoided certain sites or not downloading that wallet's address to anyone. And those wallets stay pretty much perfectly clean. Uh, but as soon as you apply for anything online, next thing you know, your wallet is full of garbage tokens. And there's sites you can go to check your wallet, see what's in there. A lot of them are hidden. So this Web3 coming out, guys, it sounds good, but it's the foundation of why cryptocurrency is failing, and it is also the foundation of why I believe NFTs are worthless. Okay, the current internet is too hackable. Web3 is going to be extremely full of more security features, but not enough. It's still going to fail. It's still going to be more centralized than not, and you're going to be asked to give away more information, not less. You're not going to be more free. You're going to be giving away more information, which means more people will get hacked and more people will lose money straight out of their bank account. Forget losing your crypto. That's what's happening now with Web3. They'll get into your bank accounts. And I told you how just now. Because of KYC, they're going to demand that you link a bank account. Now, I'm not saying those companies are bad actors in any way, but when they get hacked, and it will happen, when they get hacked or an employee takes out that information, guys, that's when the majority of people trusting these companies will lose out. So, just for my own security. I have my own separate crypto account to the bank. My main accounts are not connected at all to uh, my crypto platforms. Crypto platforms don't know my real bank. Uh, you can link on one app all your bank accounts. So it's like right there on your phone, it could be right there on your computer. That's my advice to avoiding this stuff. If you deal with it, because face it, guys, we have to deal with this world, right? We can't ignore it or stay away from it. We need to creep into it, but we need to be armed and ready with the knowledge and protect ourselves, right? And let other people, especially family and friends, know how to protect themselves from what's going on out there. So I can see this coming. Web3 is going to get more people scammed, uh, and it's going to be a horrible thing, guys. The thing that will save us, the only thing, is going to be a completely free blockchain internet. And I've looked into a couple of companies um, that are shooting for that, but it doesn't happen overnight. Um, Internet Computer, ICP, is my favorite company to uh, accomplish this task. They may or may not within the next 5 or 10 years, but they got over 250 super scientists, extremely knowledgeable in blockchain, uh, while everyone else is barely scratching the surface of understanding what blockchain is capable of. These people are making it happen. And so far, um, I believe that there will be a successful outcome. But, face it, everybody, we live in a world where there's greed and money. And as the organization builds, let's say there's 1% of bad actors in that organization. Well, if they go from 100, one bad guy, to 10,000, 100 bad guys, now we're in trouble, right? Um, the potential for the human being to cheat everybody is very easy as the systems we create get more complex. Basically, what I'm saying is you throw a wrench into the system and it will break. You don't need to throw it right in a certain spot like the old days. You had to throw it right in between the gears, right? Not now. Now you could just close your eyes, toss a wrench, wherever it lands, it will screw up the whole system. Okay? So we don't want any monkeys throwing wrenches in our systems. Blockchain technology can take care of that to a degree. Um, Bad actors can be discovered a lot more easily with blockchain technology because of its continuous checks. And then with their continuous checks, they can find out the bad node and shut down the bad node. And then so this node is like one area or one state or one city or one company. And they can go from there to figure out who's doing what or what happened. Um, because with these other hacks of these centralized companies, when something happens, and it's usually employee involved, right? When something happens, they don't know what happened. It's system wide. The whole system's corrupt. We only have our system. Something happened. Everybody got their data stolen. Sorry. But in blockchain, it can only come from that one node. So we know that it started here, uh, and the rest just keeps running clean, right? So uh, I like that about blockchain technology. Uh, it's basically like a basketball player sprains his ankle, you toss him to the side, you bring in somebody else, and you keep playing, right? Sure, you want the guy with the sprained ankle to come back as soon as he can, but um, he's out, right? He's done for the time being. So um, with NFTs, again, how does this all relate to NFTs? NFTs need to be super secure. Uh, our cryptocurrency needs to be super secure. And inside of itself, within itself, yes, it is. The coin itself, the numbers themselves representing how much crypto you have cannot be touched. However, it's floating around in the goddamn internet, right? On these different platforms that can be hacked. It's floating around. So it's like scooping fish out of the ocean with a net. There's millions of these little fish. They run every springtime, when they hatch. And you just dip in with a net, you know. Our internet is not secure, folks. Uh, it doesn't work to prevent fraud. It doesn't work to prevent scams. Harmful content is too much out there. Uh, and with all this marketing crap and all this bandwidth from these companies going away from the user for other actors just because they pay some money to come to this website, that's where hacking starts, okay? None of this needs to be intentional, okay? Company XYZ sponsoring company called the library, and the library has no idea who XYZ is really. They just know their check is good. And then there's a bad actor in XYZ company. They're legit. They're 100% accountable for what they do. They've paid their dues and have a reputation, and now they're advertising with library. And library doesn't know who the hell they are, but library has your information, right? And this idiot that works with XYZ advertising, which takes up 30, 40, 50% of the bandwidth alone of library, because library is selling their bandwidth so they can come in and advertise to you, right? So that's how bad actors get in, through a door like that. That's one of the ways, right? So with a decentralized internet, everything is free. Everything is free. You are building on top of other stuff. There's going to be no Google, no Amazon, none of that. None of that. You just click, click, click. I'm selling this. Boom, post to the world. I'm selling this. Give me crypto, or send some money to PayPal. Boom. And that's that, right? Can you imagine if you already had all these services that we have to pay for? You just walk up to your computer, and it doesn't have to even be yours. With ICP, you just have to remember 6 numbers, okay? You come up to any terminal in the world, you type in these 6 numbers, and you put in your little chip. Mine's right here. You flip this guy open, you plug this into the terminal, you enter your 6-pin number, you push this little side button, boom. You're in your own computer now. It's awesome, guys. You're just entered a whole virtual world on a secure line which cannot be hacked, and all you got to do is remember 6 numbers. So that's the way of the future. When it gets here, we'll be stoked. Like I said, it's probably 20 years out. I'm already messing with the people that are messing with the idea. However, I know why, because I've totally seen the answer without seeing the test question. And as I progress through life, I go, hey, wait a minute. That's the answer to that question. And the question is, how safe is our NFTs, which are basically a coin or a token? And then how safe are our coins and tokens, and why are they not safe? So through like backwards engineering, knowing the answer but not knowing the question, I kind of figured out that, hey, the internet has been scamming us since it's been invented, and the scams are getting better and better and better. And what's happening, people are stealing information. And how are we fixing that? What, create another Web3 that asks for even more information through KYC? Not for me, guys. So until we have a blockchain internet, my opinion is all of cryptocurrency is not safe, and NFTs specifically are not going to hold any value. They can get hacked. They have no data security. Okay, so it all comes down to data security. And I just explained to you guys why I think the data security is a big fat zero right now. And until that is corrected, all these NFT play to earn games, all these pop-up platforms, all these pop-up new projects that are cookie cutters of everything else that has failed. Look at how many NFT projects have failed, and a lot of them are video games, a lot of them are access, a lot of them are art, music, stuff like that. But why do they fail? Why do they fail? And it comes down to security. Okay, data security prevents scalability. Decentralized idea, the decentralized blockchain idea, is moot because it's connected to the internet. Okay, and the internet is not secure, cannot be. Don't give out your information. Don't get into too many KYC applications. Sure, you're going to need to put KYC in to be part of Coinbase, KuCoin, any of those. But you don't need to be part of all of them, okay? Because someday, one or more of them will be hacked. So if you belong to 3 out of 20, then you have, like a 30% chance or more of getting hacked. If you belong to 1 of 20, you have 0.5% chance to get hacked, or 5%. So just keep what I'm saying in the back of your mind, and be careful, beware. And that's all I got for you guys. I'll have more videos. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and check out the link to my Discord. I am off Twitter. Twitter is just crazy right now too. But that's for another video as well. And thank you guys. Have a good day.